Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, what's up? I'm Sydney.
And I'm Easy Breezy.
And we're here with...
Hi, I'm Raven. It's nice to meet you guys.
Thank you for coming out, Raven.
Thanks for coming out and inviting me. Awesome. All right. My name is Raven. I'm originally from New York. I'm from Bronx, New York City, but I've been down here in Raleigh, North Carolina for about 8 years now. So I'm chilling. I'm out here.
How old are you?
I'm 26. You know, 26.
Your birthday?
My birthday's in March. I'm an Aries.
Oh, Aries gang! Yeah! You know it. So, what do you identify yourself as far as your label?
I'm not labeled. I identify myself really as a grown tomboy. I've always been a tomboy all my life. This is how I've always been comfortable. I'm still a woman. I'm not a stud. I'm not an AG. I don't identify as male. I'm still a woman. I have breasts. I get my period once a month. I'm just me. That's all.
Okay. So what would you say the ideal society labels you at if they had to?
The ideal society, if they were to judge me per se, I'd be either an AG or a stud. Okay. If I was looking at it from somebody else's eyes.
How do you feel about that?
They're allowed their perspective, you know. Sure. I know who I am.
Right.
It doesn't matter what their perspective is of me, because I know who I am. I'm cool with who I am, so it's all good.
So you can tell us about your coming out story.
All right, my coming out story. So I came out to my sisters first, and then my dad. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I told my sisters, and pretty much they were like, "Oh, excuse my French, bitch, we know. We're waiting on you to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm glad you're here. Everything's cool. I'm the baby girl. I've got 4 older sisters. They all knew it was all good. Then I was about 14 at the time. I told my dad, Dad, may you rest in peace. I can't make this up. This is what he said to me. He said, well, pussy is a beautiful thing. And now I don't have to worry about teenage pregnancy. So we're all good. I promise you, that is what my dad said to me. So my coming out story is really cool, you know.
So people were pretty much accepting and kind of knew what it was.
Yeah, at the end of the day, once I became an adult and I was comfortable in my skin and people knew I was comfortable in my skin, it didn't matter.
How long do you think it took before you actually accepted who you were?
It didn't take me long. I was 14 when I came out. So I was comfortable at 14. I'm 26 now. So at the end of the day, in 12 years, if you're not sure who I am now, that's on you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. I've been who I am for a long time.
So have you ever encountered any hate towards you being basically a tomboy, a grown tomboy?
Well, you know, girls growing up, they used to tease me a lot. I was the only girl playing with all the boys. Nowadays, you know, I don't really pay attention to other people because, like I said, I'm really comfortable in my skin. Nowadays, you know, being who I am is a lot more accepted than it was 10 years ago. It'll be more accepted 10 years from now. So at the end of the day, as long as I'm comfortable in my skin, everything is good.
It's great. It's a great way to think about it.
So I got something even more interesting. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your first lesbian experience ever?
Man. All right. So here's the thing. This is, you know, my family might hate me for this. They might not. This is the day my niece was born. Okay. This is July 12, 2003. I'm 13 years old. Okay. My best friend at the time had 3 years on me. She was already gay. I already knew what it was. Her girlfriend was mad cool. One night, it was actually the night my niece was born. I was spending the night at her house. She invited all her friends to come over. It was the first night they ever got me drunk and high at the same
13?
time. I was 13. I was 13, okay?
Okay.
So we're sitting there, everybody's cool, we drinking, everybody dancing, music is playing and all that. We get to playing Truth or Dare. You know how that goes.
That's how
You know how that goes. So, you know, I'm high, I'm drunk. They dare me to kiss a girl. And I kissed her, and it's been a while ever since, you know what I'm saying? That ended up being my first and all that, you know what I'm saying? So that's really I'd always kind of knew, but I thought something was wrong. And then when that happened, I knew nothing was wrong.
That's just
Everything
where
was
you
cool.
needed to
That
be.
was just where I needed to be. That was who I was. I accepted it. And once I accepted it, I was able to come out to my family. Whether they accepted it or not, I know who I am.
So about a year later.
Right. Yeah, about a year later, came out to the family, you know, let them know what it was.
Okay, so what was your first heartbreak?
Ooh-wee. All right, my first heartbreak happened in 2002. No, I'm tripping. 2012. 2012. Okay. I was a little young then. Yeah, right. 2012 was my first heartbreak. You know, I was with my girl. I asked her to be my wife and all that. You know what I'm saying? She ended up going out, cheating, and all the other craziness. I was really messed up for a long time. I'm good now. Don't get it twisted. But 2012 was my first real heartbreak where it hurt, and I didn't want to fuck with nobody, and I was just alone and by myself, and you know, didn't care about nothing else.
What'd you do to get past it?
I just start working. I just put all my focus in work and just did what I did, stayed busy. I just stayed busy so that I didn't have time to think about it.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of where I ended up going with it to be able to move on. And I'm good now. You know, I done healed. We're good. Everything is good.
So would you say time heals all?
Time heals all wounds. For real.
That's deep.
All right, Raven. So when did you learn the difference between love and lust?
Oh man, I want to say in high school. I want to say about my junior year, so I was about 16, 17. And it was actually when I first moved to North Carolina from New York. It was, you know, the attention I got just because I played basketball was crazy. So I had to kind of like differentiate it. You know, I couldn't think every girl was really for me. It was just, you know, they treat athletes different down here. I don't know why they do, but they do. It was, you know, I hate to say it, but it was groupie love. You know, so I had to really differentiate lust and love based on everything that was coming towards me. And then, you know, my junior year through high school and then all the way through college, I kind of knew the difference. I was good. You know, I met my girlfriend in 2010. We were together. You know, the Heartbreak.
Right.
There it is.
Okay. Could you see yourself getting married?
Yes, actually. I actually believe in marriage, and because of, you know, who I am, I've always seen myself with a woman. At the end of the day, as a teenager, I thought there was something wrong. Once I realized who I was, I knew there was nothing wrong with me. I don't care about how society feels at the end of the day. You know, everybody who knows me knows that I believe in marriage, and I see myself being with a woman and having children and having a family. things of
Would you
that
carry?
nature. Would I carry?
Would you be open to carry?
I would be open to carry only if my partner couldn't carry. Because the only reason why I don't have kids, to be really honest with you, is because I don't want to be pregnant. That is like the God honest truth. Or I would have
But if
kids
push
by
came
now.
to shove.
Yeah,
If push came to shove,
You would
of
be-
course,
yeah, you would.
absolutely,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Since you're not necessarily a stud or labeled as anything, would you put on feminine clothing, makeup, wear a dress?
Oh man, okay, so the only time I'll ever put on a dress, I already made a promise to my mom. If she were to ever get me remarried, because my mom is widowed, my dad passed. If she were to ever get remarried, I would wear a dress at her wedding.
You get your face
That's what I
beat
would
too.
do. I get my face beat and do everything extravagant and wear a
You like
dress.
Dutchess out this
And
bitch.
Right,
I would wear a
Put the
dress at my
dreads
mother.
up.
That's the only time I would ever put on a dress if my mother was to get remarried.
Oh. So if you can give any advice to any young tomboy out there, or whatever label they want to call themselves, the girls out there that look like you, struggling to come out, what would you tell them?
I guess just as long as you're confident in who you are and you know who you are, just be able to step to whoever you need to come out to, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, family, and just be confident in who you are. They may not be accepting of it at first, but as long as you're confident in who you are, they're not going to have any much of a choice but to be accepting of it. At the end of the day, as long as you stay consistent in who you are and know who you are at the end of the day, you'll be fine. Just be confident, know yourself, be who you are. Don't let the world change you. Don't let people change you. Don't let your family change you. Be who you are. That's the best advice I can give to anybody.
Awesome. Okay, so for everyone that's asking, wants to know, even though you're taking in a relationship,
I'm gonna go ahead and let the cameras know. The people, if my girl end up seeing this, I'm taking it along with somebody. Boom.
right?
There it
Okay. Be respectful, please. Where can we find you?
Social media, Instagram _ as told by Ravy, you know, as told by, and then RAVII, Snapchat, Facebook, you know, Ravin Stamper, that's just me. If you find me on Instagram, Snapchat is RAVII Stamp, no underscore, no nothing. RAVII STAMP. That's me on Snapchat.
Okay.
That's probably the best way you can get to. I just be goofing on the Snap. I probably got all this on Snapchat for real, so follow me on the Snap.
All right, everybody. So don't forget, because we know y'all probably don't forget, like y'all always forget, but don't forget to
Right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
follow us.
Yes.
Follow them, man.
And we'll be seeing y'all shortly.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining.
Appreciate y'all inviting me, man.
Awesome.
Peace be the journey.
Thank
Without
you.